although I may not have known every neighbor on my block, they knew what time I was supposed to get off the bus and what time I was supposed to make it home. If I did not walk past your house at 4:42, and by 4:45, somebody was going to call somebody was going to walk outside, and we don't really have that for various reasons. The world looks different. Social media, I think, invokes a level of fear. It has changed how people see and view community. The pandemic has happened. You were locked in your house for a long period of time, so those community boundaries that you may have had have probably gotten even smaller. I'm independent and I can do it on my own. A lot of my friends, I have to remind them, like, I am part of your village. If you can't pick up little Roscoe, call me. I'm gonna leave work. What they gonna tell me? No, that's my kid too. It takes a village. As a social worker, I work directly with the Students in Transitions office for a few months in a different role as a case manager. Students in Transition specifically works with houseless students, and whatever varying steps that may look like. So you may literally be living out of a hotel, a shelter, your car. You may be doubled up with a family member. It affected my clients. These are families who may have lost their jobs during the pandemic. They may have already been families that were underfinanced. Now I have to take off work to get my kid to work, or I have to leave my house earlier to get my kid to school and then make it to work. Well, if I already don't have the money, I may have already been on the bus route. So I was waiting on the school bus to come get my kid, and we were leaving at the same time. Buses are free for this time period. We don't know how long that's going to be. Kansas City public buses don't run on time. School buses had limited amount of bus riders. It affected a large sum of my caseload. So I'm working with families who are at a financial disadvantage, and then school buses not showing up. People lost their jobs. How am I supposed to maintain my child? Childcare is not here. There aren't a lot of grandmas and grandpas who are able to stay at home now because the economy is trash and they're going back to work and they weren't able to retire. So yeah, the school bus system has not only affected my friends, some of them who work in education, some of them who are just everyday workers, but also it affects us as social workers and case managers of how we are able to fund and support families who are actively seeking out help. But legally, I can't drive your kid to school. Otherwise, I would have got a van and started picking up kids. Like, there's so many ways that the bus system has impacted communities.